yeah, I was convinced that once it kind of, got to where it needed to be, that, that it would be here to stay. But,
Mm-hmm.
Strangely enough, it's not exactly the case. I think there are lots of younger musicians felt that they had to find a way, like I did, to invent the wheel, reinvent the wheel. But that's not the case. My advice to younger bands is there's no need to try and reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's already there. The fan base is there. This music people love. You just have to try and find your style of wheel, or modify the wheel that you've got.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go out and create this style of metal and give it a new name and hope that it will fly, because that's hard work. When people already know what they love, they know what they like, they just want more of it with a twist, a bit different, but with a twist. I think that's what I want. I mean, if I could have give me as many UFO albums as you can.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
And as many Scorpions albums as you can, whether it's Motorhead, Saxon, give me more and more. I don't want to, I want more and more of what I like.
Mm-hmm. Right. Sure.
Most. So this is, I feel very proud of the whole thing because I was very loyal to Judas Priest. I never left the band prior to when I did, to form other bands, record LPs, set up my own web shop. I never had any of that. Everything I had that was worth anything from me went into Judas Priest. Sure. And I feel very, very proud of that. And that's why I do deserve to be able to keep my identity moving forward as a priest.
Right. No, it definitely makes, and people probably, I would imagine most fans gather it, but they don't know just how good you actually have been toward fans and press and everybody else. And I'll tell a very quick story here. The first time I met you was on, 2001, somewhere in there. I was doing an interview with you backstage, and you literally took me on a walking tour of the backstage because you were like, "Hey, come on, let's go. I want to introduce you to the band." You didn't know me from anybody, and you were like, "Yeah, come meet the rest of the band and come to," you were really way beyond the 20 minutes and let's sit down and knock this out that you needed to be. And you've always been like that. And I think it's a testament to why KK's Priest is probably gonna jump right out, because you, of all of the Judas Priest members, you've always been the most in touch with fans and press and everybody positively.
Yeah, not everybody's like that, and I see a lot of ugly things when I'm on the road and doing festivals and what people do. But you see, we play, and so many people have been a part of us, and we've been a part of them for so long. That when you get actual chance, to meet people and spend a bit of time with them, you want them to, I've got to be honest, have a good impression, we haven't got our heads in the clouds and that we're good people, and we're the same, because the thing is, I am the same. I go to concerts and I'm a fan, When I first saw Jimi Hendrix in 1967, I'd never played a note on a guitar. I was a fan, and so we are the same. And I've never been that type of person to want to put myself, above anybody else. We're all the same. It's just that for that period of time, I'm on the stage doing that, and I'm also aware that there's an awful lot of musicians, in the audience as well. And, but yeah, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it.